Good morning, Central Arizona, and welcome to your Thursday, November 13th edition of Central Arizona News, brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door, serving happy, satisfied customers here for over 30 years, and by Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley. That's where they specialize in the best quality, best variety, and best advice. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. Well, topping our news today, over in Yavapai County, Camp Verde is rolling out new, innovative efforts to protect the Verde River, a waterway officials describe as the town's lifeline and one of only 2 rivers in Arizona that flow year-round. Stormwater specialists say the Verde River shapes the community's identity and supports everything from agriculture and wildlife to recreation and local neighborhoods. With long-term water security in mind, the town has launched 2 conservation projects aimed at reducing groundwater use and improving stormwater management. The first project centered around a 2-day training course on rainwater harvesting. Participants learn to install rain tanks and create rain gardens designed to capture rainfall and reuse it for irrigation. Since the training, at least 2 municipalities have already adopted the techniques and built their own harvesting systems, easing their reliance on groundwater and helping stormwater soak into the landscape rather than running off. Officials say capturing rainwater strengthens the underground aquifer that feeds the Verde River and supports the broader water system. The second project focuses on water efficiency inside Camp Verde's public facilities. Through partnerships with SRP, Friends of the Verde River, and the Nature Conservancy, crews replaced old fixtures with low water use upgrades. That effort alone is expected to save roughly 600,000 gallons of water each year, enough drinking water to supply the town's residents for more than 2 months. Over the next decade, the town expects to conserve more than 3 million gallons of groundwater. Looking forward, Camp Verde is working to secure funding for additional stormwater improvements, including sediment control and infiltration projects. These efforts aim to turn stormwater from a runoff problem into a valuable local resource, improving soil health, reducing erosion, and replenishing groundwater. Officials emphasize that protecting the Verde River ultimately helps sustain communities far beyond Camp Verde as the river connects farms, recreation areas, and the towns from Chino Valley all the way to Phoenix. The town says these projects mark the beginning of a long-term strategy to ensure the Verde River and the communities that depend on it remain healthy and resilient well into the future. In other news, an important reminder for residents across southern Gila County still working through flood cleanup. This Saturday, November 15th, is the final day to drop off flood debris for free at the Russell Gulch Landfill. From now through Saturday, the landfill, located at 5891 Hope Lane off Russell Road, just south of the US 60 in Globe, is accepting flood-related debris at no charge. Hours run 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. County officials say this fee waiver is meant to help households hit hardest by recent flooding get debris and damaged materials cleared quickly and safely. In addition to the landfill drop-off, roll-off containers are staged at several sites around Globe for convenience. You'll find them near El Ranchito, at the Globe Public Library, and near Highway 60 Motors. These containers are strictly for flood debris, damaged household materials, and general cleanup items. Officials stress do not place mud in the roll-off bins. Beginning November 17th, normal landfill fees return. That includes a $7.50 minimum for residential loads up to 320 pounds of typical household waste, and another $7.50 minimum for construction and demolition materials up to 280 pounds. The landfill also reminds residents that hazardous items cannot be accepted. That includes batteries, electronics, vehicle fluids, pesticides, and fluorescent lights. These materials can be toxic, corrosive, or even explosive if handled improperly. For guidance on how to safely dispose of household hazardous waste, you can visit the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality's website at azdeq.gov/household-hazardous-waste-HHW. And for any questions about what you can bring, the Russell Gulch Landfill can be reached at 928-402-8839. And finally, a major road closure in Payson is coming up next week along McLane Road. The town of Payson says DBA Construction will begin full closures of McLane Road starting next Wednesday, November 19th, as part of the Beeline bus route improvement projects. The closure will stretch from south of Saddle Lane to north of Bridle Path Lane and will be in place daily from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. through Friday, November 21st. During the work period, pedestrian access will still be allowed, but vehicles will need to park outside the closure zone. Drivers will have to use the posted detour routes shown on the town's construction notice. Officials say the schedule could shift depending on weather or any other unforeseen issues. And we do have some weather issues headed our way. More about that in a minute. Residents with questions can call the project hotline at 623-825-3444, or you can email dgalvin@barnhartco.com. Well, unseasonably warm today, but 3 different storm systems are lining up. Rain arrives this weekend, temperatures plunge, and we're tracking multiple rounds of wet weather through next week. Your full forecast right after the break. Fall is for planting, and right now is the best time to give your garden a head start for spring. At Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley, they've got everything you need. Evergreens, great fall color in other trees, flower bulbs, fall annuals, and even cool weather veggies. With all of these, when you plant in fall, roots grow strong all winter long. So by spring, you'll see nearly a full year's worth of growth advantage. Make this your season to grow. Stop by Plant Fair Nursery in Star Valley and plant the future today. Plant Fair Nursery, where every season starts with fall.
For over 30 years, Lowry's Window and Door has been serving the Payson and Rim Country area by designing window and door systems that bring the outside in. Our goal is to help our customers by creating a healthier, more comfortable environment with natural light and open air that completely transforms space from the inside out. We offer dynamic lifestyle-changing solutions that transform residential and commercial spaces in any environment or climate, from contemporary to traditional. The products we offer are known for their quality and value. We are proud to offer Western window systems, Milgard, Geldwin, La Cantina doors, and Pello windows and doors. As certified installers, Lowry's Window and Door has the training and expertise to take your vision and create a retrofit window system or new home package that will enhance and upgrade your home's value. Our products are backed by the best warranty programs in the industry. To help choose the most unique, functional, and high-performance options, please contact us today.
Oh, welcome back. Taking a look at central Arizona weather, we've got some big changes on the way. But first, the warmth sticks around just a little bit longer. Across the lower deserts today and tomorrow will stay unseasonably warm with highs 85 to 88 degrees around the lower deserts, roughly 10 degrees above normal for mid-November. Cloud cover from yesterday is clearing out, so expect plenty of sunshine this afternoon. But out west, a strong Pacific system is slowly taking shape offshore, and this one opens the door to a very active stretch of weather starting this weekend. First, weekend storm number 1 arrives on Saturday. The first system moves into the region Saturday with deep tropical moisture, especially across southeast California and western Arizona, where rainfall will become widespread by afternoon. Saturday rainfall rates from 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch per hour are expected. Storm totals west of La Paz and Imperial County range from 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, with isolated pockets up to 1.25 inches. Minor flooding is possible in the usual low-water crossings. A few embedded thunderstorms can't be ruled out. Now farther east, including Phoenix, Gila County, and Rim Country, rain chances develop later on Saturday and peak Sunday morning as the front pushes through. Most of southern and central Arizona can expect between a half and 3/4 of an inch of rain. Higher terrain areas near the rim can expect between 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and isolated higher pockets in upslope areas. By Sunday afternoon, the heaviest rain shifts into northeast Arizona. Now, behind that system, temperatures take a significant plunge. Sunday's high, mid to upper 60s, and that's across the lower deserts. Cooler weather sticks around all next week, with highs possibly holding in the mid-60s through midweek. Northern Arizona will also see impactful changes. Mostly rain through early Sunday, with snow levels expected around 8,000 feet. However, late Sunday night, colder air arrives, dropping snow levels down to around 7,000 feet. Light snowfall is possible above 7,000 feet, with meaningful accumulations limited to elevations above 8,000 feet, including the San Francisco Peaks, Kaibab Plateau, Chuscas, and the White Mountains. You can also expect strong winds on Sunday, with winds gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour, especially along and north of the Mogollon Rim. And that's just Storm 1. Storm 2 arrives Monday and Tuesday. There's only a short break. Another storm again expected to move in on Monday night into Tuesday. Best rain chances again focused on central and eastern Arizona, with an additional half to 3/4 of an inch of precipitation possible. Lighter amounts expected west of the Colorado River Valley. The snow levels on that system depend heavily on the system track. That's still uncertain, but trending higher for now. And then there's a potential storm number 3 late next week. Toward next Friday or Saturday, long-range guidance hints at a third system, though the track and impacts remain uncertain. For now, expect cool and unsettled weather to continue. The bottom line, it'll be warm today and Friday, widespread rain Saturday and Sunday, much cooler Sunday onward, and multiple systems expected next week that'll keep rain chances and possibly high elevation snow in the forecast. Well, across the region today, highs once again will range from the low 70s to the low 80s, with overnight lows mostly in the mid-40s to mid-50s. In Payson today, you can expect a high right at 75 degrees, dipping to 44 tonight. Prescott expecting a high of 70 and a low of 49 overnight. Sedona will run a little warmer at 74, dropping to 48 after sunset. Globe's forecast high is 78 this afternoon, then down to 54 tonight. And here in Toasty Tonto Basin, the high forecast once again to reach 83 degrees today, with a low tonight of 54. Sunrise this morning was at 6:55. It'll set this evening at 5:22. And that's your Central Arizona news for this Thursday, brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door and by Plant Fair Nursery. For Tonto-TV.com and K-Brim Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day.